Hey guys, I'm going to do a video to show you how to do a water change, and we'll get to it. So for basic water change, most people beginning off start off with a gravel vac like this. You could do it with a hose, you could scoop water out with little cups. You just got to get water out of your tank to replace it with new water. I changed this tank with a water change system, the Siphon brand. But just to show you how to do it, starting off, if you don't have a water change system there, you can pick up one of these gravel vacs for $10 or under. You might find them for a couple of bucks. They're easy to make. You just need tubing and a larger end on one end, and you can even do it without the larger end on one end, but your suction force will be more increased without this, and you risk the potential of getting something stuck in it or sucking up a fish or something like that. So having the larger end on one end actually reduces your suction inside this area and gives an opportunity for stuff to fall back out, such as rocks and stuff, and if a fish were to go up in it, most of the time they can get back out of it. It gives you a chance to catch it visually and remedy the solution before it gets sucked into the tubing. But we can go over a DIY of making a gravel vac later. For now, I'll show you how to start your siphon. You need a bucket or a container of some sort, or a drain, a sink, an open window, somewhere for the dirty water to go. I'm not a fan of these all-in-one hoods. Maybe it won't fall off. Usually the light falls off when I open this. There it goes. Alright, we'll put the light away. And it fell off anyways. So the first thing that you'd want to do is shut your filter, your heater, and all that off. I'm not going to do that because I'm not doing a full water change right now. I'm just going to show you how to get it started. And a lot of you may think that you have to stick this in there, suck on the other end, and start your siphon that way. You can suck if you want to. I don't suck. I'll show you how I do it. You just stick the larger end in it. You have to stick more of the hosing down in. And what you're looking for is to have enough hosing in the water and full of water that when you raise it back up, that much hosing will be the amount of hose that you have full of water. At least some of the water will be over the top of the rim there. So I'll stick some more down there just to be safe. Make sure you don't have any air in it, because if the other end sticks up out of the water, or some of the hose is up out of the water, then you don't have it full of water, you have air in it. And like when we were kids, or some of us still today, put the thumb or finger on the end of our straw in our drink, are able to lift the straw up out of the water or out of the drink, and it holds the drink in it. Same idea here. You stop the end of you create a seal on the end of your tubing with your thumb or finger or whatever, and you just raise the tubing up over the rim. You keep the larger piece in the water, and you probably can't tell from the video, but the water is coming down to here. I'm losing my seal. You just take your tubing lower than your intake and release the seal, and the water starts coming out the bottom. Let's see if I can raise this up high enough to water comes out the bottom. And if draining it is what you're doing, that's all you got to do. If you're gravel vacuuming, you just take the bottom, the larger end, and you kind of rub it around in your gravel. or your substrate. With a finer substrate like a sand, you wouldn't want to do it as vigorously like that because you could suck the sand up in the water column. And I don't know if you can make it out in this video or not, that a lot of debris, which is down in the gravel, gets pulled up into the water. And then to end your siphon, you just bring a larger piece out of the water. I tilt it up so all the water drains down into my bucket. And that's that. That's how you start a siphon without sucking. If your hose gets air in it or something like that, you'll have to restart your siphon. But it's simple. There's other methods to do it using a squeeze ball or a venturi valve or different things like that. But that's the most simplest way. You could do that even with the garden hose. You just want to get enough of the water, enough of the hose down in the water, filled with water, stop up the other end, and then lift it back up over so that some of your water continues over the top of the tank. If you're draining it and you're wanting to drain it into a bucket or something higher than your tank, a siphon won't work. You actually risk siphoning water from your bucket back in your tank because that's the way gravity works. And now I'm going to hook up my Siphon and do a gravel vac with it. And it's all automatic on a venturi system with the water. So we may do a video on that later sometime. But this was just a video on how to start your siphon and not suck. I don't suck. You can suck if you want. But in the meantime, until the next video, leave a comment down below, hit the thumbs up button, hit the notification button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit all those buttons that are out there for you to hit. And we'll see you next time.